Hey everyone, welcome to Home Help. Hope everybody is having a great Friday today. So we're just jumping on here live and talking about a few things home related. If you have any questions about anything that has anything to do with your house, or you run into a problem, you can't quite figure it out what's going on, or you just have some thoughts in general about how things are going, jump on, leave a few comments. I'm going to try to figure out how to how to find those comments and answer them as I can. So let's talk a little bit about hail damage. I know that's kind of like, wow, where'd that come from? Hail damage, right? Well, we're as the new year approaches, spring comes around, and in lots of areas of the contiguous 48, we have basically hail-like conditions. Thunderstorms develop. That warm, moist air from the Gulf of Mexico sweeps in through the Midwestern states, and it just creates all kinds of havoc. And when that warm, moist air hits that cold, northerly air, northwestern air that hits, and they meet right in the middle of the country, I oftentimes call that the mix zone, where things like to happen. And you can pretty much draw a line from the Rockies east all the way over to the Atlantic. So the western side of the country obviously doesn't get a whole lot of rain, but when it does, it gets it pretty heavy. But anyway, so for we'll say 2/3 of the country, we get some pretty crazy conditions that happen, especially in the spring. So what you've got again is to keep in mind, it's the temperature changes in the spring. We're getting out of that freezing, snowy, wet conditions. Now we're getting that humid, moist air, and it all kind of mixed together. And you see plenty of videos about how hail is formed. It moves up and down in a cloud, and then it coats itself. A droplet coats with ice, and it gets bigger and bigger and bigger, and then finally falls. Well, that's basically the the idiot's version of a hailstorm, and I certainly probably classify as one of those at times. So what we're going to do is we're going to just take a look at at a couple, basically at a couple pictures, and I'm going to try to get this figured out to where we are on now. And so yeah, I think I've got it here. And so here we go. We're going to check this out. Boom, there it is. So take a look at this photo. The first thing that you see, obviously, it's got some dark spots. Looks like pepper or something. It's a lighter colored roof, and all these dark spots. You can see my cursor moving around, I think. But we're gonna zoom in and take a look. Now you can really start to see some of these spots. It looks like a blunt hit. You see a divot here, 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 and that's basically hailstones. That looks like probably quarter to golf ball size hailstones hit this roof in these spots. And look at right around this edge right here. I don't know if I can zoom over here to that, but yeah, like around this edge, you can see where the stone hit the edge, and it's just kind of broken some of those granules off that shingle all throughout this area. You can see just tons of damage. Pretty big damage. So we'll zoom back out. Another thing you want to take a look at is on this roof, and this is from a drone. So this is a drone that I flew over this house and saw this damage, and it was on the southern side of the house. So basically, you can pretty much assume that the storm came up from the south, like what we were just talking about. That warm, moist air hits that cold northerly air, and boom, all kinds of fun happens. But here's something I want you to take a look at. So this gutter, look at all the granules that are in this gutter. That's another clear sign that, yeah, and this is only like a year-old roof, and all those granules from these marks, where the hailstone hit, rain washed the rock granules down into the gutter, and then it accumulates in the gutter. And that's another big indicator of a hailstorm is all the granules. So this roof definitely, it definitely saw some damage during that storm. A lot of times too, and other indicators, you see this gutter. This is the outer lip of that gutter, and it's just tin or aluminum. Um, there'll be divots or dents all throughout this upper lip where those hailstones hit. Um, as you can see down here, as we'll get over to that area, to that downspout. Look at that downspout. Look at that. It's just, you can see the dings. I think you can see them from where you're at, but look at those dings in the side of that downspout. That's where the hailstones hit that as well. So man, it was a pretty significant hailstorm that came in and just really got this house. Let's take a look at another photo. This is a different house, but here's two more. So take a look at this photo. You can definitely see. I can't really zoom in on this one for some reason, but take a look. Just all these spots again. Now there's a pretty significant one there. Look at how it's even kind of busted. The shingle got cracks in it right here. This one's same thing. Man, those are some large hailstones that hit. Look at that one. Some pretty large hailstones that hit that roof. I mean, it might even be upwards like plum size. And that's pretty dangerous. So you think about that. You got a piece of ice, that's a ball, falling from the sky, going who knows how fast, and hitting that roof. Just imagine if you're out in that. I mean, man, it is dangerous. It can take your life. There's no doubt about it. You see what it does to cars. You've seen videos about just boom, hammering cars and just destroying those. So yeah, pretty crazy stuff going on right there, and in that roof especially. Look at these. Look at all these groupings right here. Wow. I mean, that's just amazing. So I'm going to see if there's anybody. I've got nobody watching, which is awesome. So yeah, let me need this. So yeah, I'm actually kind of seeing. So now you can see what that looks like. So we go back to this one, and then we are doing a live broadcast, and I don't know if anybody's going to jump on or not, but take a look at this one. Wow, there's another roof that just looks really beat up, and here's a good indicator right there. You can see, look at that. That's a plumbing boot. Of course, that right there is a plumbing vent pipe, and it's attached to the plumbing system. It allows the drain lines to drain without glug 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 like a gallon of milk when you pour it out. It's just, but if you poke a hole in the bottom of that gallon of milk, it just flushes right out. That's what that is. It's essentially a hole that allows the water and everything in your tubs and showers to drain out without making that glug 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 sound. So yeah, look at that boot around that pipe. You can see that it's just got dents in it from that hail hitting, and that's another, obviously, a good indicator of what's happening or what's happened to this roof. We zoom back out, and you can just see clear signs all throughout of where that hail just pummeled this roof. So yeah, so that's just a quick look at what hail damage looks like. And if you go through a storm and you had some hail, even if it's just like little pebbles, definitely take a look at the roof. Have somebody take a look at the roof to see if there's any kind of indicators that granules in the gutters, anything like that. And you never know, you may be able to call your insurance company. They can come out and take a look as well and see if there's anything that warrants replacement. Roofs are not cheap. There's no doubt about it. Now with inflation and everything, you can expect just we'll say a 2-bedroom, 3-bedroom home, 2,000 square foot home. That kind of gives you an idea on the size of the house. You can expect that roof to run anywhere from $5,000 to $10,000, and I doubt you'll see it for $5,000. So probably more like $7,000 to $10,000. Maybe even a little bit more. Just depends in your market what the materials are going for. If there's any more supply chain issues going on at that point, but yeah. So the larger homes. I mean, gosh, roofs can get upwards tens of thousands of dollars, 20, 30, 40, 50, pretty quick. So it definitely warrants having a look after any kind of storm. So as we approach the springtime, and you see hail warnings or you see some hail, have a look at the roof. All right, well, we will wrap up this first. By the way, this was the first show, the first live show for first live stream, I guess you'd say. And if you have any comments, if you guys wander across this and you watch this, if you have any comments about it, just go ahead and drop them in. Love to hear them. Try to respond as quick as I can. I'll try to jump on, once a week or so, and do a little live show. I would love to answer questions about things right now that's going on. So think of it kind of an on-demand a resource to help you wherever you live in the country. Can give you some insight, maybe just a little bit of insight on what you're up against. If you can describe it well for me, and maybe even send a photo in the comments or something, which I think you can do. But yeah, I would love to hear about it and see if I can help you in any way. That's what it's all about, is trying to help. Of course, if you want to subscribe, that'd be awesome too. Basically, I'm learning throughout all this that you subscribe to channels, it helps the channel and kind of gets it out there. So whatever you can do, that would be awesome. If not, just leave a comment. Let me know what you're thinking. Have any questions? Love to hear them. All right, take care. Have a great day. All righty, bye.